Hey, what is up, everybody? This is John from Magic Tech Review, and in tonight's video, I have a special guest with me tonight. What is up?
Hey, what's up?
Lordy, man, you've been in the chat a long time and everything, so I'm so glad to have you on here. But tonight, especially, I want to have you on here because you work for Cricket, and we're gonna be talking about some special deals and stuff like that, and some discussions about what may happen or what may come out and all that other stuff. Obviously, there's nothing set in stone right now. Um, so everybody, this is Lady Red. Her her channel's in the description below. It's the first link. So anybody that's watching on the replay or anything like that, I want you to subscribe to Miss Lady Red because she's been kind enough to be up here with us tonight. Yeah, and leave a like on the video as always. Go ahead and comment down below anything you want for her or whatever. I might have to read them off for you, Miss Lady Red. But other than that, how's your night going so far?
Hey, it's great. We were not terribly busy at work, and I've just been chilling with the cat. Night's going great though.
Chilling with the cat, huh?
Chilling with the cat. The boy is out of the house. The dog is ignoring me, and I have a cat on my foot. So
Okay. So, you've been doing a lot of stuff on your channel. Tell us a little bit about your channel before we go over some deals and specials and whatever we might think is going on. And get into the mix. So, what's going
I,
on with your channel?
I started my channel all about spirituality and self-improvement, and more people were coming into the store because I'm the cricket lady, and more people were coming into the store with like jacked up phones because they had downloaded stuff to it. They didn't know how to do this, couldn't uninstall. Some people don't even know how to turn up their volume. So I started doing how-to videos, doing tutorials, and it kind of spread out from there. And now I've got like a whole big playlist with nothing but how to with tutorials, with reviews, with a few couple of gaming reviews, and I'm digging it. I'm really digging it.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, right now, what is the best selling phone that you have at Cricket Wire? Like, what's the one that is like an automatic? Like, all right, I'll go ahead and bring me up. What
It's
would you say?
actually kind of become a toss up between the E5 Cruise and the Fortune 2. Those
Really?
two phones we are selling out of for the last 3 weeks. I'm selling more of those phones than any other phone in the store. Nobody wants to look at
Mm.
anything else except for those two phones. And I don't know if it's because everybody's broke and they don't want to spend the money because they're not even doing port ins. They're paying cash and getting new lines and everything. And I don't know if it's because they're broke or because they're just wanting simple phones that fit in their pocket.
Okay,
So,
and you're getting a lot of port-ins from people from different carriers.
yeah, I get a lot from Straight Talk. We don't have like Metro doesn't work here. Sprint really, Metro works a little bit here, but only like right in the middle of town. Sprint, forget it. T-Mobile, Boost, none of those. Virgin, no. Consumer Cellular, we refuse to port from them anymore because it was such a hassle. Straight Talk, Verizon, and other AT&T, that's where we get most of our port ins. And the last couple of days, it's been Straight Talk and Verizon. And there's a local carrier called Mobile Nation, and they are absolutely horrible. They only have 3G service, and
Mhm.
they're only on like a few towers. So unless you're in certain places, you don't get any kind of signal. And so we've had a lot more
Okay.
people from them too. Yeah.
So we have a question for you, Miss Lady Red. Everybody's asking, what phone do you use, and what phones do you have you used?
I've got right now, I'm on the Moto E5 Supra, obviously available from Cricket. Before this, I had the Blade X, the ZTE Blade X. That was a great phone. I loved that phone. Um, Before
Got
that, it was
mine
very embarrassing. Yeah.
sitting
No,
right
not
in
the X,
front of me, right here.
X. Yeah, the X, the Blade X.
Oh, the
The one,
Blade X,
yeah,
the
I
square
love
one.
that. Yeah,
No.
the
Okay.
shorter one. It was the
Okay, I
16
got you.
gig. Yeah. And before that, I had the LG Rizio 2. And
Holy shit! Why?
yeah,
Don't do that to
that's
me, man.
what, yeah,
Oh
that was
shit.
my first Cricket phone because I had a Samsung. Um, It was the first
Golly.
Prime that came out. I think it was the Samsung Galaxy Prime, and I hated it. Oh, I hated that phone. It was always freezing up, and turns out I know why now. I had it loaded with cleaner apps and keyboards, STDs, and I lost it. It just like totally disappeared one day. I went to get gas and didn't get it again after that, and I had to
Good.
get another phone. And I went to the Straight Talk area, and the cheapest phone was like $125, and I had like 80 in my pocket. And I found what was it, like a $40 Rizio too, and got a $40 plan from Cricket, and that's how I got on with Cricket service for the first
Ah,
time. Yeah,
okay. Yeah. So you were a customer before you were a representative.
yeah, yeah.
Nice. Hey, Roblox Gamer, how you doing? We got 32 people watching. Don't forget, guys, subscribe to Miss Lady Red. She's up here telling us all the secrets and deals. No, just playing. She ain't spilled no beans. She works there though, so she can kind of tell us what it's like or whatever. Obviously, guys, I've been out of the cricket scene for a little bit. I do get those juicy details. You know what I'm saying? I can release them when I want. Cricket can't fire me, but so that's kind of my secret weapon. But as far as daily stuff, how customers interact and all that. But yeah, I wanted to show you a little bit about these glasses that I'm wearing tonight. They're kind of weird because they're actually snap, or those ones that you snap on your, like a bracelet type thing, and then they fold in half. Your Samsung ones, I don't know. It's just something silly. Yeah, they're not the most comfortable because you have to put these like rubber bands on your face or on your side of your hair, and you know how rubber likes to stick to your hair. So yeah, ouch. Yeah, not the most comfortable. But anyways, I just wanted to show that off. Say 5 Super, which is the better variant. The same phone pretty. I wouldn't see that much of a difference. They have the same specs, but your Supra, how I know you love your Supra just as much as I love my Supra right now. But what has your experience has been with the Supra?
Mine has been great. I've done a few little tweaks to mine. I've got videos on that too. How to kind of speed it up a little bit, and those work for any phone. Like I've got the animations turned off. I adjusted some of the apps where they're not running in the background, or restricted data usage, all that good stuff. My battery, I mean, I'm on my phone, and when I say I'm on it, I am on it. It's like a part of me now. It's ridiculous. I'm uploading, I'm downloading, I'm making videos, I'm on live, on Facebook Live, I'm on Messenger video chat, I'm on YouTube, I'm everywhere. I'm playing, a game that is very heavy, a very heavy game. And I'm still a minimum of 12 hours on my battery. And like with my Blade X, as much as I loved it, by 5 o'clock, the red light's flashing, and I've got to hook it up to the charger and leave it alone for a while. Power management is good. You can make it better though. Can adjust everything and make it a little better. For the average user, I'm hearing like a day and a half on the battery, which is great. 5,000 milliamps is a huge battery. And my videos, my boss has an iPhone X, and we put our phones side by side and took the picture of the same. It was a praying mantis, and we both took a picture of it standing side by side. His did pick up more detail, but for videos, mine surpasses his. He is even just every time I show him a video, like he bought a new car, and I made a little video for him, and he was watching. He was like, "God, the camera on this phone is so good." Like every time I show him, a video that I've made, and he can't stop. He loves the camera on it. I think he's a little jealous because his iPhone X takes good pictures, but video quality is not that great. But I mean,
Oscar Federico Jr. says, "Come on, guys, only 3 likes." Yeah, how we only got 3 likes? We got 33 people watching, man. Y'all kind of lazy right now. Y'all being lazy right now. If you have not left a like on the video, go ahead and leave a like. Oh my golly, Wild says, "I love my Supra." He's also a worker of Cricket. So, guys and girls, what do you think in the chat as well? what phones do you think from Cricket Wireless would be going on special, man? Which ones do you think need to go on special? Because I know we need some specials going into the holidays, and we need to, going into Black Friday and all that stuff. Because man, I think we're getting beat up by Metro PCS and a little bit Boost Mobile as well. Um, you know what I'm saying? So, which one would you like to see the most? Like, which phone you kind of look at on the lineup right now and be like, that price doesn't seem right.
Oh, these prices went out yet. What was it? Yeah, yesterday. And I had to change the tags. I did a little double take on some of them. That Amp Prime 3 has gone up to, what is it? I think 79 with port in. And that's ridiculous. That phone is not worth that much. Um, the retail price is the same. It's the port in price and the new line price both went up. The Fortune 2 went free to port in, but the new line price went up $10. The new line price on the E5 Cruise went up $10. And those are the two biggest selling phones. The X Charge went down, which it needed to. It's been out for a pretty good while. I would love to see the Supra go back with the ported. They took it off a 3-tier. It's 179 out the door now, no matter what. 179.
Oh wow, are you serious?
Seriously.
Dang.
And I
I
mean,
would love to see the LG Stylo 4 obviously go down in price. That would be
yes, it did.
nice.
It went down. The port in is now 179 on it. Um, New line price is 199 and full retail is still sitting at 229. And the Harmony 2 they didn't change it at all. It's still sitting at 139, which it's all right. I mean, it's really not a bad phone, but I don't see it at 139. Maybe at 100.
Okay. So we have a super chat by Augusto Serrato. Thank you so much for that dollars super chat. You know what I'm saying? Really helped the channel. Actually, guys, I should have titled this live stream about the whole hurricane situation. I'm actually in part of the state of emergency right now. I will not tell you what state I live in and whatever. I still live in Alaska, guys, but I'm in a state of emergency right now. Actually, this hurricane is just coming for us. I believe it's going to hit us or some part of the United States because they say it's going to curve north and all. Maybe they think that it's maybe a chance, a slight chance, but I believe it's going to hit the states somehow, either South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Georgia, New Jersey, somewhere up in there. It's going to go. I might have to actually evacuate to New York. So, to New York City because that's where my parents are. They live in Queens, New York. So I might have to actually go to Queens, New York. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Might have to go flee up there. So yeah, guys, any of the super chats is wide open. Thank you guys for those donations and everything like that. But yeah, getting back on topic. We got 38 people watching. Thank you for the 38 people. I didn't think there was gonna be that many people tonight. So I remember when the Grand X4, I think went on special Black Friday. It was a really cool special. So I'm hoping that they have something like something similar where because a lot of times actually I worked at Cricket Wireless for 3 years during the Black Friday deals, and they didn't really have that many, and it was weird because they had more online deals. So that kind of pissed me off, especially you as a retail worker. I don't want you to tell us exactly how much you make or commissions, whatever the case may be, but obviously you do you rely on sales on your store, correct?
Yeah, we are. I think there's 8 different stores. We're an authorized retailer, and the parent company has 8 stores, and we're leading all of them. I am leading all of the stores in activations. I usually have the most accessory sales, and okay, I'm just gonna come out and say it. People in this town are cheap, 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 cheap when it comes to accessories. They want to come in and say, talking about how tough is the phone. I'm like, well, how tough is your case? It depends on the case that you're going to put on it because every phone is breakable. And they'll come back and they won't get a case, they won't get the insurance. They come back in less than 48 hours with a phone in pieces and get mad at me because I don't just hand them another phone. People have actually said to
Mm.
me, well, if you go to Walmart and drop your milk in the parking lot, they'll give you another one. And I'm like, this ain't Walmart and that's not a gallon of milk. So yeah, accessories this month are a little slow, running into a lot of people that just don't want a case. They don't think they don't want it, they don't need it. And I'm like, okay. But yeah, normally,
I especially hate when people. Let me interrupt you real quick. I especially hate when people tell you that they're gonna go to Amazon. Like, okay, that's cool that you're gonna go to Amazon, but don't say right in front of my face. I mean, you know that literally, this is my job. This is how I get paid, and this is how I get. I get judged by the sales I do. You know what I'm saying? But don't tell me you're gonna go to Amazon and pay whatever money. Yeah, man, that's cool and all. You know what I'm saying? More power to you, but don't say that shit to my face, man. That's kind of like rude, you know?
yeah, and I hear that almost every day, multiple times a day. Like, well, I could get it cheaper on Amazon. And I'm like, well, are you going to have it when you walk out the door? And then I have to tell the story. Like, this really did happen though. I go in and it's on a Sunday. The phone is ringing when I walk through the door. The girl's on the phone. She said, I bought my case on Friday and Saturday I went out and it fell out of my pocket and I broke my phone. So can I come get another one? I said, sure. Did you get Cricket Protect? And she said, no, I don't think I did. I said, okay. She said, can I still get another phone? I said, sure. I said, what? She said, well, how much is it? I said, well, what phone did you have? And she tells me it's like a Stylo 3. And I tell her the price. She said, well, why is it so much? I said, because you have to buy a whole new phone. you know, they don't get it.
Mhm.
And she was waiting for her case from Amazon. And they don't get it. And I told somebody today, because he's notorious for phones apparently breaking them. I said, well, then you need to order your case before you come get your phone, if that's what you're going to do. And we've just got in, my boss is ordering Zyzo cases now. And we've got the military
Nice.
grade ones because everybody's talking about the military grade ones. We just got a whole shipment in of Zyzo, everything, and they're tempered glass. I picked a picture up of the iPhone 8 one because they had spelled wrong. Their tempered glass has a guarantee on it and a warranty. If they break it, we have to replace it. So, people that want to be cheap, but they're like, I'll just come in and buy another phone. And I'm like, whatever, you're going to pay $100 for it. So, it is. Yeah, that's where we make our money with accessories, that insurance, activations, and that, oh my God, that direct TV now. I would just rather not ever hear about that again in my life.
Yeah, direct TV. I know, man. I know. You gotta push. You gotta push, man. It's crazy that you gotta push so hard for these for that. But now, you know how they are, man. If you don't get so guys, just guys and girls that are watching, you know what I'm saying, and you're going into Cricket Wireless and you might think that people are being pushy and this and that and third. It's not because we want to, obviously they're making us do certain things and whatnot. So just be be mindful of that. And I know that there are a lot of great Cricket Wireless representatives, man. I even love to this day, even though I don't work there anymore. Guys, Lady Red's channel. So click on this right here. Click on this link that I'm spamming right here to subscribe to this lady right here because she's got the scoop on cricket and stuff like that. And she does unboxing tutorials and all that, tips and tricks, yada yada yada. So how many subscribers did you have tonight before we started? Just so I know.
I think I was sitting right at maybe 126 or 7.
Okay. So I
Yeah.
want to see. Let's get her up to like 150, 160, guys. Let's see what we can do for her. Let's see here. So yeah, so Direct TV. How many of those have you sold?
Not like 4 since I've been working there. And that's what we opened up at the end of February. So yeah, 4, 5 maybe. Not very many. It's a hard sell. It's a hard sell.
Yeah, it
So
is.
here, like, and this is what I told my ISC last time. Because my boss was out of town when the ISC came, so I had to do that. And he was asking about, auto pay, Cricket Protect, Direct TV now. And I was like, honestly, most of our customers are drug dealers and they don't care about any of that. They don't have debit cards. They'll come in, they'll buy a phone, they'll buy speakers, they'll buy earbuds, they'll get all kinds of stuff. I said, but they don't want anything else, or they'll come
Mm.
in. And we had this god awful ZTE Prelude Plus. If y'all ever come across that phone, leave it where you find it. Don't even touch it. It's a horrible, horrible phone. Barbie had a better phone than that. And they were coming in and getting it for like anywhere from free to $10 just to get the activation, and then coming back. And we had one guy actually come in and want to buy 4 of them just so he could keep them on hand because they were so cheap. And
Mm.
they break easy, they freeze up the first time you use them. And it was just because they're throwaway phones. And I can go through the newspaper every couple of days and count how many of my customers are in jail for drug charges. They're all, and it's
Wow.
just, it's this area. And they don't care about auto pay. They don't have a debit card. If they do, it's, like, it's not an EBT card. It's like when you're getting a crazy check or something, a social security
Mm-hmm.
check on a card.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only kind of
Yep.
debit card they have. They don't care about putting insurance on it. They don't care about direct TV. None of that. So it's a hard sell here.
Yep. Okay, so you're up to 132. So thank you guys for subscribing to her. Keep going. Keep going. Sorry, we're
That's all.
132. Keeping the live count. So thank you for that. So yeah, man. So I don't know. So what's the closest store to you that, like, you work at Cricket? What's the closest store to you besides a Cricket?
Down the street is Verizon. Well, there's Mobile Nation.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of a small town. There's Mobile Nation, and that's a regional carrier. They only have 3G service. The only thing they have over any other carrier is they've got some kind of crazy hotspot thing going on where you get like a gig a day and it doesn't roll over. It's just a gig a day. And it's supposed to be good. Everybody says their hotspot's good, but their service is terrible. So if you're not getting any kind of service, obviously you can't use the hotspot. And then it's us. We're on the same street, and then down the street from us is AT&T, and across there um, is Verizon, and that's all we got. That's it. Most people go to Walmart and get their stuff. You lost sound, dude. I can't hear you.
1 sec.
There you go.
All right, 1 sec. Okay, so everybody shout out where they're from. I like to do this just to
Judge everybody where they're from. So we got Texas. Got Texas. We got Florida. Georgia. We got some East Coast people, so we got to be careful about this hurricane, man. But I will be streaming live when it's happening. To the moment, you know what I'm saying? Even if I go into the dark, I still have some power up here. So South Carolina, we got another one in the East Coast. So got Illinois, we got some VA, we got some Connecticut, I believe, Arkansas, California, from my mom. There you go. Florida, Texas, Georgia again. So where are you from there, Lady Red?
I am in West Tennessee.
Wow.
Yep.
As if we couldn't tell with that accent.
All right. I rode out a hurricane. I moved down to Gulf Shores, Alabama, and I lived there for 2.5 years. I rode out Harvey and Irma. And where I was living was in a little town called Robertsdale, right on the Florida line. And when Harvey came through, I was living in an RV, and there was a lot of wind, and it like peeled part of the RV off, like it was like a vent.
Yeah.
And it was right over my bed, and it was in the middle of the night. And so it's like the middle of the night, and I had cardboard over it to keep the light out, and like there was a drip, and I reached up and touched it, and there's like all this water just poured down on top of me, my bed, everything. So that was my experience with a hurricane. It came through one night. The next day, it was like everything was wet, and that was pretty much it. It was a little scary though, because like the whole thing was rocking back and forth, making some really disconcerting sounds, like groaning, like it's about to blow away. but everybody, like the whole campground where I lived, everybody was refuging and evacuating there from Texas. Like half the people there were from Texas and
Mm.
a few from Louisiana. And some of them had come up from South Florida because they were running from Irma. Irma came through and it was a light spring rain in comparison to Harvey. So, but a lot of
Okay.
people in Texas got hit pretty hard.
Yep. So everybody that's in the chat, have you been through a hurricane before? Have you been, have you ever had to go through one? Say yes or no. Which hurricane? So I've actually been through Joaquin. I don't know if you guys remember that one. Just that was like a couple of years ago. I actually have that on my channel. And then there was one in Queens, New York that I went through. I can't remember like every single one, but I remember Joaquin was pretty bad last time because I actually lost power for like 7 days, dude. That was crazy, man. Um, Augusta says, "Yeah, Harvey messed up my life." Dang. Mm. Karen says, "No, she has not." So yeah, but those on the East Coast, man, we get. I mean, it's pretty much we're just sitting here like waiting. It's like okay, during hurricane season, it's going to be at least one. Maybe maybe it might not be any at all, but oh my God, Luau says been through my girlfriend. She is a hurricane every day. Oh my God.
We get
Yes.
the rain off of hurricanes like because right now Gordon has come up out of the Gulf. It came up in Mississippi, and this is the storm. The rain that we're having today is coming off of Gordon. And if this is still hanging around when Florence comes through the coast, if it makes landfall and doesn't turn and it keeps going in, then we'll get some good storms here. We're in Tornado Alley, and I wrote out many tornadoes, and it's not fun. It is, but it's exciting. Let's put it that way. It's exciting. It's very exciting. So I'm interested to see what happens if some of this stuff from Gordon is still hanging around because it gets here in stalls. And if Florence comes in from the east, it's going to push some more air in, and that's when we get our storms.
Hmm.
If we get a tornado, I'll be up in here live in the window.
So I did see a video on your channel recently. I think it's the one about how to survive a divorce. It keeps popping up for me for some reason. Um, can you elaborate on that video
I've been
that
through
you
two.
made?
Yeah. And I see a lot of people around me. There was one in particular that kind of inspired that. And she does watch my channel. And her father in law is our flyer guy, and her husband is our sign guy. And they were having some issues, and he left her. And she's just one of these, and I see this so often, these women and men too, that think they cannot live without their partner, that this pain is never going to end. They're always going to just, nobody loves them, blah, blah, blah. You know, sometimes, divorce is not, you know, not every relationship is meant to last. Not every relationship is built on solid ground. And when that happens and that foundation has crumbled, you still have yourself. You still have to come back from that because you have children and you have obligations to your children, to your home, to the rest of your family, to pick yourself up, put yourself back together, and move forward and get basically get your head right. And that's kind of what that's all about, is like, hey, this is not the end of the world. You can be happy without this other person. You can love yourself enough to not require the love that comes from somebody else. That's where I am now. I was one of those types, didn't think, I've been through terrible relationships, abusive relationships, and I didn't think I could live without them. I showed myself I can live very well
Mm.
because I love myself today and I'm totally comfortable with myself. I mean, it's Saturday night. I'm at home and I got a cat on my foot. And I'm
Uh oh,
talking,
your cat lady.
I am a total, this is a new addition to our family. And I love kitties. I was a cat lady without a cat. My son brought this home. Isn't he adorable?
Wow.
Yeah. I got up the other morning, like yesterday morning, I got up And this was on my coffee table. I had
Oh,
no idea. Jake, that's my son. He thinks this is his cat, but the cat has chosen me to be his human.
Daddy 69 TM says Lady Red is beautiful.
Aw, thank you so much.
There you go. Oh man, you could be breaking hearts in my chat, man. Lord have mercy. Let's see. LG style. We can raffle her off maybe one of these days, not tonight.
Hey, split the money. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, of course. So let's see here. Oh my golly, wow. It says $180 with port. What are we talking about there? I don't know. So yeah, so what phone do you want to see? What phone do you want to see on that whole Black Friday list? Or what phones do you want to see?
Some really good
Three phones. Three phones. Pick three phones.
I want to see the Stylo 4. And those are my two favorite phones. Honestly, the Harmony 3. I would love to see the Harmony 3 at a better price.
Harmony 2, you mean?
Oh,
3?
yeah, that one.
You jumping the gun.
Yeah, I am. Hey, maybe they're going to come out with a Harmony 3. But yeah, those are the three I would like to see. I've really messed with the Harmony 2. It's not a bad phone. It's not.
Yeah. I don't know why it's just the LG phones for some reason they're just not. I don't know. They're just not attractive to me that much. Like they just kind of seem like just repetitive and they're just like kind of bland to me. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know.
What I have noticed, the Harmony 2 seems to be like the demon love child between the Stylo 3 and the X Charge. The features on it and the way it feels, because it's got the fingerprint scanner. It doesn't have the big battery. It's got a fairly good display. The sound, the speaker is not as good. Today, I actually pulled up one of CV Tech's videos on a couple of phones. I had him going on the Alcatel Idol 5 and demo mode kept kicking it off. So I put him on the Harmony 2. The Idol 5 definitely had better sound quality. But the Harmony 2, the picture on it is not bad at all. And I've sold a couple of them. It's just the price that keeps people away from them. I mean, I would like. We had that big $19 sale back in the spring, and we were so busy, and I was so brand new to the job, and I barely knew how to do an activation and a port in and all of that. And I would love to have it that busy again for Black Friday. And maybe they do, this is 2018. They did the $19 phones. They can do some $18 phones too.
Okay. Yeah, and the Samsungs too, I think they're just kind of like, I don't know, they focus too much on their high-end phones, but they don't really give too much love to their lower-end phones or mid-range phones. They need to make them like, pop more and give them some more visual appeal. Some, throw some, I don't know what they need to do, but they need to do a little bit better job. And of course, you're getting more people saying that you're beautiful here. Zombie Warrior says she's beautiful. So I'm having to relay the messages to her tonight. So,
thanks so much.
Okay. So that's her channel, guys. Go ahead and subscribe to her. I'm spamming it in the chat a lot. So there you go. John, you should play Bullet Force so I can wreck you. Okay, I'll try it. Let's see here. So what games do you play on your phones?
Oh, I'm still stuck on Darkness Rises, and I haven't had time to play in a couple of days. I got on just for a few minutes today, but I finally got it unlocked. You can go in teams of 4. Remember, we were talking about that. If you can play with other people, you can go in teams of 4 and play as a team, and you got to kill the monster, or you can do a player versus player. And another way you can go in is as a co-op, where you go in a team of 2.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
I've actually played the co-op thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got all of it unlocked now, where I can go in the teams of 4 and do it. And that one was awesome. That was so cool. That was like the coolest thing I've done so far in that game.
Tech Rant says, I can't see her, but I'm sure she's gorgeous. He's actually a blind YouTuber.
Right.
You know.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So, dang, man, you even breaking the blind guy's heart. That's terrible. Got her blushing up here. So, what else are we gonna? Oh, how about the plans? How about the plans? Do you feel satisfied with the plans now? Do you think they could do anything to make it better?
I think the group save on the high speed should be a lot better. On the max plan, it has a terrible group save. It's great for a single line, but 2 lines are 110, 3 lines are what, 150, and it goes up all the way to like 230 for 5 lines. 190 for 4 lines, and I've had a lot of families that would prefer that, like, because they're watching a lot of Netflix. Baseball is big here, and there's a lot of travel teams, and they watch videos. They'll hand the kids a phone to watch videos or a tablet, something like that, and they would prefer the higher speed for the streaming. But it's just not, it doesn't make sense to pay that much. It's ridiculous to charge that much when you can pay, go on the regular unlimited, and there's such a huge, for one line, it's a $5 price difference, but for 2 lines, it's $30 price difference. That doesn't make any sense to me. I would love to see them do something else with that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm still on that grandfather plan 5 for 100. So, and who is lurking in this chat? Because I got 34 people watching. Actually, probably a little bit more than that, and I only see like a couple people chatting it up. So, who is lurking in the chat? Go ahead and drop some googly eyes, some of those creepy eyes for me in the chat, because I want to know. I want to know who it is. Y'all at least gotta say something. At least say hi. That's just creepy. But I'm sure people from Discord definitely are. Shout out to the Discord. Shout out to the Discord guys, man. You guys are awesome. Tell them how much fun we have on this damn Discord.
Oh, we have a blast in Discord. We talk about everything. Y'all got something going on with them rubber ducks. I'm with you, John. I missed something with the rubber duck.
I don't know, but they be going in the shower with them rubber ducks. So I guess they be spending a little bit too much time polishing or rubbing their rubber ducks. I don't know. Oh, Ghost 95. See, I knew there was some people up in here. Tommy James, your Jose Talks is in here. So yeah, there's people in here. There's people in here that ain't said nothing yet. What's up from Honolulu, Hawaii, Lana? So yeah, I need y'all to all subscribe to Miss Lady Red. I know I've been saying it a lot, but it's the first time on the channel, so definitely want to get her in here, or get her a good amount of subscribers. But yeah, we definitely have a lot of crazy stuff going in on this Discord. I'm gonna spam the Discord link right now, guys. So go ahead and definitely come on in there. We're in there. I'm in there all day long, pretty much. So that's how that goes down. Jose Talk says, "What you want me to say, bro? LOL. What are we discussing? I don't know, man. Just say hi. Just say what's up. That's all." Let's see here. Oh man, so customer service and I remember back in the day trying to get a hold of chat, the people on the chat line to help you out as a customer rep. Is that gotten a little bit better, or a little bit worse, the same, or what?
Yeah, chat is my first resource. I hate calling customer service with a bloody purple passion. I go to chat first every time. Every now and then I kind of get put on hold, but you're not usually the biggest challenge with chat is trying to explain what you need when it's something kind of crazy. Like today, I was doing this family came in last Sunday, and it was a family of 4. They got 4 lines, and the 2 kids refused to turn loose of their iPhones. The parents told them, we're not spending $500 for you a phone. So the one boy, we called Straight Talk, and he got his unlocked. If y'all are going to unlock from Straight Talk, allow 3 to 5 days. The girl, hers was brand new, so she couldn't get hers unlocked. They came back today to cancel his line, get a new line, because he was going to give her his phone, and he was just going to get the somebody else was going to get the new line, and because he was doing something else. And it took forever just to get that explained to them. I mean, I missed out on a 4-line activation just explaining this to Brad S in chat. And I mean, it was a whole thing, because it was going to make a big difference with the price, and I don't want to overcharge these people, and we'll go into chat, and I'll log in with my name and my store number and all that, and they'll answer me in emojis.
Wow.
Yeah, they'll do all these crazy cat faces and winkies and weird, strange emojis. And I'm like, really?
I mean, you know what I hated? Like when I had a situation going on, and I had something to be resolved, right? I'd call my ISC. He'd be like, "Oh, did you reach out to chat?" And he'd be like, "Did you redo this? Did you like?" No, bro. I mean, yeah, I already did. That's why I'm calling you. Like, it's like everybody wants to delegate the problems onto somebody else, and they don't want to just like handle it themselves, so you can get, because you're right in front of the customer's looking at you, and you're calling this person, that person, the next third, and then they're looking at you like, yo, this chick don't know what the hell she's talking about or what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? What needs to be done, you just can't do it because you don't have like the authority to do it.
Yeah, I mean, somebody told Jessie, she's on some of my videos too. Somebody told her one day, because they were trying to get her to do something, I forget what. They're like, well, you have all the power, and she told them straight, and she said, I have no power. She said, I am the low man on the totem pole. I come to work with wet hair in yesterday's pants. She's like, we have no power at the store, because we keep telling people call 611. We can't do this for you, but they can. And then they throw it back at us. And now the customer service is telling the customers stuff that they have to do, and they're telling them to come back in the store and do it. Like insurance claims, they're telling them to come in the store and I can file the claim, but I cannot give them a new phone. And they're telling them to come back in the store and do it, that they can't do it over the phone. And then you will do better to call them. And warranty exchanges, same thing with that. They're telling them come in the store, and I'm like, I don't know why they're telling you this. We can't just give you a new phone. We're an authorized retailer. Apparently the corporate stores can. And there's one about 45 minutes up the road, but we can't. And it's little stuff like that. Customer service is really dropping the ball. Chat is doing fine, but customer service is dropping the ball.
Yeah, and I can imagine like being on the other end of a phone. It's probably hard to do things, and people are just calling in and being rude, and I want my stuff done right away and all that other stuff. So, I mean, it kind of sucks. It's like they don't know exactly what's going on. You know exactly what's going on, but they probably get these calls all day long, and so it's like I don't know.
Yeah. One interesting thing that's happened, there's a big lake here, and everybody goes down there. There's a campground. Well, we had them, with our service right when we first opened up, and it was a couple that run the campground. They got the hotspot so they could run their credit card stuff, their POS systems off of the hotspot. And they don't get very good service down there, and we can't figure out why. Because I used to live down there, so I know the area very well, and I get okay and spotty service, but our coverage map, which we all know how they go, says they're supposed to get service. We found out because this guy was to the point he was threatening AT&T, Cricket, and the store and me personally for selling them the phones with a lawsuit because they don't get good service. And they found out through all this. They came in the store the other day, and we dread to see them come at this point. An eagle has built a nest on the tower and laid eggs. And yes.
So going back to the point where a customer tells them things and tells them lies or whatever. I guess Oh My Godly Wild says that they tell them that we give away free Sims.
Yeah,
People,
they order. People are buying their phones online, or they're doing something like a warranty exchange or insurance claim, and they tell them they don't send a SIM with it. They say go to the store. They will give you a SIM, and they insinuate that it's free, and it's not. We can discount it, and we usually will discount $5 on the SIM. But yeah, we don't give away SIM cards. These people are crazy.
I mean, if you could, you would, but you can't
Right,
because you have to ring them out of the system. You have to, or whatever, and yeah, go ahead and give away a free SIM card and see what happens, right?
right, right.
Because you have to count them, and your boss is gonna be like, you know, and what can you do? So Xander Renton says, "How was the meeting with the rubber ducks at Jose?" Oh God. Nightbot, you are not the father. Oh my God, Nightbot is terrorizing everybody in here as well. Yeah, next time you definitely have to have the chat open so you can see this. Well, you can watch the replay and see all the chats that's going on.
Next time,
Samuel Carroll apparently is. Go
yeah,
ahead.
I'll make sure I've got a good charge, and I'll go sit on the steps and ride my boss's Wi-Fi.
Samuel Carroll says that you're a cutie as well. So you got another one. Uh-oh.
Thanks, Samuel.
Let's see here. I can get a SIM card for $1 screw getting it from a phone store. There you go.
Hey,
Said Minecraft Super Killer says I can't believe my local cricket store didn't want to sell me just a SIM card. Probably want me to pay $25 fee. I mean, you can pay. You can get them for $10. Correct? You can sell
yeah,
them for $10.
yeah, but they want to charge activation on them. I waive it. I mean, unless if somebody's giving me a lot of shit, oh, I'm not supposed to say that. If they're giving me hard time, I will charge them like $5 activation. Um, Normally, I don't charge activation on every line. If somebody comes in with a family of four and they're all four getting free phones, obviously they can't afford it. And I'll charge a one activation fee for all four lines. If you come in my store and you buy a case, I'm not even going to hit you with activation at all. We have gotten to that point where, I mean, we are hustling to get these cases sold. And activation fees, I think, are pointless. I mean, they kind of pay our bills, but that's not the we can do better with accessory sales than we can with activation fees. Some people I can usually tell who will mind, like apparently Verizon charges 35 a line. And so when they are relieved that I'm only going to charge 25, I think cha-ching. But most of the time activation is discount. I've got coupons floating around all over town that say $10 off activation. So activation is not an issue.
CH Steele says, "Oh my God, Lady Red, my virgin ears."
Hey, I've cleaned it up a lot, y'all. And it's hard. It's very hard because I got a filthy mouth.
Oh my God, I don't even know why. What? Huh? All right, all right. Let's see. Mill Hustle says, "Did somebody say hustling?" Look at this guy. He said, "Oh, I'm going to sleep, man. I'm going to sleep." I said, "Fine, then I'll get Lady Red." Here she is.
Yeah.
Let me see. Who else is here? Who else is here? So, um, man. So you gotta. What do I want to talk about now? The events. You guys do events. You guys. What else do you have?
I would be happy to talk about that because I'm planning one, a big one. In October, we're going to do something like a fall fest. And we're putting it together with the sheriff's department, the local sheriff's department. They run an animal shelter. It's only dogs. It's a no-kill shelter. And
Boo!
we're
I
going
don't
to
like
do an
dogs. I like
adoption
cats.
day. Yeah, we're going to do an adoption day. We're going to get a food truck. I'm talking to I've already talked to one. She's booked up. My next choice is a barbecue truck. In Tennessee, we do Memphis barbecue. That is the only barbecue in Tennessee. It is Memphis style. And I've already got 3 vets lined up. I've got one vet offering discounted desexing. and the other one is going to offer put together packets with treats and pet care tips. And we're going to local, there's like a feed store here. We're going to go there and see if we can get some stuff from them, a sponsorship, and have just like a huge day out of it. I've got a girl doing face painting. It's going to be awesome.
I remember I was Santa Claus for one of the years. We had the cricket. It had a cricket thing on it or whatever, and it had the snow globe thing in there.
Right.
Oh my god, that thing was weird, man. Because as soon as you step in there, like it's like you can't hear anything, but there's like snow. There's the little stuff going up and down or whatever. I have to get a picture of that.
I'm kind of curious. Me and Jess have been talking about, like, we're really looking forward to Halloween. Our boss, and this is in, I want to throw this out there first before I say anything else. This is not in any way meant to be any form of negative speech against any person's personal religious choices, spiritual path, whatever. My boss is Muslim, and she and I am pagan. She is like kind of floating out there in her own little thing, not Christian, but kind of pagan. And so none of us really do Christmas. So I'm really interested to see exactly what we have to do for the store and for the public at Christmas, because the whole town goes nuts at Christmas and everything's lit up and garland. It's red and it's green, and they're playing that god awful Christmas music. So I'm really interested
I
to
love
see
Christmas music.
Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate Christmas music. It's stuck in my head. So I'm really interested to see what we're going to have to do just to make the public happy. Because since none of us, Christmas is not our holiday with my Muslim.
No hustles with the $2 donation. Thank you so much for that $2 donation, my friend, my pal, my buddy, my homie. So yeah, shout out to Mill Hustles. Definitely subscribe to him. You guys better be subscribing to Mill Hustles by now. Lord have mercy if you haven't. So Halloween coming up. I know you're gonna love Halloween.
Absolutely Halloween. I don't know what I'm gonna do this year. I want to do something different. I don't know. Do the whole Wednesday Addams. I can go look like everybody else, because witches look like everybody else, but that's like what I do on a daily basis. So
I have a lock to review. Actually, people speaking about different things. I'm gonna review. I actually have a fingerprint lock right here. So I'm actually trying to get it to connect, and it won't connect. So that's a bit of an issue right now that I'm trying to work with the manufacturer. I got a couple things coming on the channel. I have this watch that I'm wearing right now. That's pretty cool. It actually connects to things and all that. I really like. So that's nice. So I got a bunch of different things just like sitting around here that I need to review on the channel. Let's see here. Let's see. A Fitbit. Yeah, it's kind of like a Fitbit. But a little bit better. So man, so what are you gonna be doing during the hurricane if it comes across? What are you gonna be doing, Miss Lady?
my normal thing, it's raining right now, and that's all it's gonna be. But if it comes and the weather patterns are just right from the Gulf, that's when we're going to get some hella storms. I will stream that live. I will go out here, not actually out under because my phone can get wet, but I might melt. So I'll stand in the doorway and stream it. I'm in a big brick building. We're not going to blow away. This building's been here for pushing 100 years. So I'm not going to go anywhere. I've got a basement if I need to go down there. It's a little spooky, but it is what it is. It's a very old building.
Hide in the bathtub, somebody says.
I have one of those teeny tiny little stand-up showers.
Oh no, you don't have a bathtub?
No, like really seriously, my apartment is very small. Very, very small. And yeah, so.
But you say you only pay a little bit, right?
Oh yeah, I don't pay much at all. And I mean, it's fine. Like I'm very happy with it. It's very comfortable. And it's just me and my son, and we're hardly ever here at the same time. We're here long enough to do a little sleep, and that's about it. So
Okay. Well, it's about 12:30. I guess we're winding down now. So I don't know. Don't drown in the basement. Yeah, that's bad. That'd be a bad thing.
Right. I've got 8% left on my battery.
So there you go. It's a good time. This is a good time to go ahead
Yeah.
and just cut it off. Thank you for showing up, guys. I think we almost had 50 people in here at one point, so that was nice. MTR, does your wife know you're talking to Lady Red? Not yet. I guess you can watch the replay. I mean, it's just talking on the internet. So, which is kind of weird because there's this guy Ninja that he plays Fortnite. He's like the biggest Fortnite streamer, and he will not stream with girls.
That's weird.
I don't understand. That's
I
yeah,
got
it's
a
so
friend in
stupid.
Alabama who loves, like, her thing is getting online and playing, what is it, Call of Duty. And she says she makes everybody so mad because she'll be playing and she'll beat them or whatever. She'll be like, "You just got beat by a girl, and I'm older than your mom." Yeah, we girls like
Yeah,
games too, y'all. Girls like games too.
yeah. Girls like games, girls like tech, and we should give them an opportunity to come up on the channel. It's not like a fucking weird thing, dude. Just come on, guys. Don't be weird like that. You know what I'm saying? People get hormones and get whatever. But yeah, it shouldn't be like a big thing. We're all humans, regardless of what we have between our legs, I guess.
Right.
But
We are all people.
people, yes. So yeah, I guess that's about it. So any last minute things?
Love yourself, folks. Love
Oh,
yourself. That's my big thing to everybody. Love yourself and take it easy on your sales reps when you go in to buy a phone. If you don't want to get a case, buy some earbuds, something. That's how they get paid.
all right. All right. Peace out, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye now. All right. And